Hi, my name is Dominic Lopiccolo. I'm the professional anthropological representative for Group 3. I'll be talking about Athabascan culture and the essential value, which is show respect to others. Everyone has their own gift. The Athabascan people live mostly in the interior of Alaska, beginning south of the Brooks Mountain Range and continuing to the Kenai Peninsula. There are 11 groups that make up the Athabascan tribe, based on the languages they speak. The tribes that we will be talking about in this video will be the Ahtna, Upper Tanana, Koyukon, and Dena'ina. Each of these tribes have many differences but share commonalities. First, I'm going to describe each of these 4 tribes to you, then I'll discuss the similarities between them, starting with the Ahtna Athabascans. The Ahtna region consists of the Copper River Basin and the Wrangell Mountains, which they moved to about 2,000 years ago. They were a semi-nomadic people with group sizes ranging from about 20 to 40 who consistently followed their main food sources according to the season. During the summer, they would often establish fish camps as their annual bases. Each village was led by a chief called the Tyone, who oversaw the people. They also had shamans that had some political power and oversaw celebrations, such as potlatches, which was often a gift-giving event. Ahtna men hunted caribou, moose, and fished, which provided the main bulk of food for the family. Women packed berries, collected roots, and other plants for additional food, rituals, and healing purposes. The Upper Tanana people were located from the Wrangell Mountains and westward along the Tanana River. They were divided into 4 main bands of people: Scotty Creek, Lower Nabesna, Tetlin, Last Tetlin, and Upper Chisana, Upper Nabesna. Hunting was an essential part of their subsistence lifestyle. However, while killing was necessary, they did not forget that all creatures should be respected and have value. They extended this respect to animals they hunted by using all parts and even restricting eating the heads of moose, caribou, and mountain sheep. Additionally, all men, women, children, and elderly were included in the hunts. Everyone has their own purpose when hunting. For example, during rabbit hunts, men and boys would chase the rabbits towards the women and elderly, who had prepared snares to kill the rabbits. The Koyukon people inhabited the largest land area of any Athabascan group, covering nearly 39,000 square miles. The Koyukon language consists of 3 major dialects and was spread through 4 geographic subdivisions: Koyuk River, Upper Yukon, Lower Yukon Innoko River, and the Lower Tanana Kantashna River. Salmon fishing was done in the summer, and large and small game was hunted in the fall and winter. The Koyukon acted as middlemen in trades between Norton Sound Eskimos and Athabascans living in the Lower and Middle Yukon and the Upper Innoko River. They would have worked together in order to successfully trade with multiple tribes. The middleman position was so lucrative, it said that the Koyukon people never hunted for subsistence, but rather made their living by trade. The Dena'ina Athabascan language contains 4 dialects. They settled in the area ranging from Kenai Peninsula in the upper inlet area, above present-day Anchorage, and in the coastal and inland areas west of the Cook Inlet. The majority of the Dena'ina people are located west of the Cook Inlet. The Dena'ina people have a high respect for their environment. They treat the land, animals, and each other with great respect. They recognize that each being has its own purpose and adds to the overall structure within the environment. Even trees are believed to be conscious, sentient beings, and therefore only killed when necessary. Within the communities, respect towards each other was also paramount. Hunters were responsible for giving away meat not only to their families, but also elderly and ill people within the community. Chiefs were responsible for monitoring the welfare and sharing of provisions within the community and each household. Women were responsible for ensuring the health of elders was maintained. Young people were trained in hunting and fishing so that they would also be able to pass that knowledge along in the future. This training was seen as an investment towards the continued growth of the tribe and therefore not an inconvenience. We will now look at the connections between the tribes we have covered. These 4 tribes each have their own differences. While some are more nomadic, others have formed more permanent base camps. Also, some groups rely on hunting and fishing to sustain themselves, while others use trade as a significant part of their subsistence. However, each tribe has foundational values that resemble each other. For instance, men are more commonly the hunters and fishers of the communities. They are each responsible for teaching the boys how to hunt so that the knowledge can be passed down to future generations. Women in the communities are often responsible for the welfare of the people in the community and are tasked with making sure elders are kept healthy and children are learning. They are also responsible for gathering plants and they occasionally assisted in the hunting process. Leaders of each tribe are not dictators. They are instead a guide for their tribe and household. They also ensure that tradition and values are being maintained. The environment is seen as equally important and is given the same respect as the people in the community. Hunting, fishing, and gathering is done only when necessary and is always completed in a dignified manner. The area they live or hunt in is always left in the same way it was found, so that nature will provide back. This concludes our video on Athabascan culture and one of the essential values, which is show respect to others. Everyone has their own gift.